There we go. Something else really cool my uncle just showed me. These are probably pretty rare. I don't know that I've ever seen one of the coil brackets with the VW emblem stamped in and the part numbers on them. He said he's only seen 2 of them, and it's those 2 on his wall.
This is this junk storage area.
Old Hot V-Dubs magazines looks like we got up there. Look at a whole bunch from the 80s and 90s, 86.
83 on, I've got every Hot VW magazine except for one. A guy wanted to borrow one, and I lent it to him, and he didn't bring it back, I said, well, where's my magazine? He says, oh, I didn't think you wanted it. I threw it away.
Oh, what one is it? Do you know?
No, it was back in the 80s.
Oh, wow. Oh, yep. Looks like we got boxes of toys up there.
Toys. I've got, like I said, I got
lots of toys. All I gotta say is, I don't know, it's not Volkswagen, but this tricycle's pretty awesome. I've never seen a tricycle quite like that. That's super cool.
That's made by Anthony Brothers. It's all aluminum. A guy offered me $400 for that at a car show. I used to put it in front of the Bug.
Yeah.
And I'd only had it a couple of months or so. And I said no. And about 6 months later, I decided, you know, it's neat, but I don't need a tricycle. It's called a converter bike.
A converter bike?
Yeah. See the bolt in the bottom there?
Yeah.
You pull that bolt out, you take one of these tires and put it in there, and it becomes a tricycle.
Or a
bicycle.
A bicycle?
Tricycle.
Wow.
And
that is cool.
It is rare.
I don't think I've ever seen.
They have a trailer. They made a trailer. Even.
Oh.
Wow. Super cool.
Yep. Now you wanted to see this one. And it's got junk all over it, of course.
So this was a project that I remember seeing forever on the side of the garage.
Yeah.
And Uncle Gene collected parts for years and years and years. But I think it got to the point that it just doesn't have the energy to rebuild this one from the ground up. So it's getting passed on to somebody else.
Yep.
I think me and Travis should have bought this one from him.
Now see the little Bug up there?
Yeah.
And the trailer that goes behind it. And in that white plastic thing is a Coca-Cola cooler that fits in the trailer.
Oh,
and
wow.
they go to the car show with the little green Bug.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, cute.
Now this one's a 53?
A 53.
But it's a Zwitter, so it has...
All the Zwitter.
So it actually has, which it might be too dark for the camera, but the Zwitters have the oval window dash.
It's an oval window Bug.
But it just
with
has...
a split window top on it.
Just has the split window roof.
The reason for that is, when they went to the oval Bug, the factory still had split window tops. So for 6 months, all the ovals came out with a split window top. And they called it a Zwitter. And I'm not sure. Somebody told me, well, in German that means bastard car.
That'd be interesting to know if that's true.
Yeah. And I just, since then I thought, okay, it has semaphores. They're not in the car. Because when it was outside, somebody was trying to take them.
Oh.
It had the other steering wheel, what did they call it? Batwing steering wheel. Somebody had the bolt halfway off.
Oh, wow.
I came home and they jumped over the fence out into where the church used to be.
Wow.
And so I took everything off that somebody could steal.
Just, yeah, no
And
joke.
that was before this garage was here. And after this garage was built, it
Came right in the
Right.
garage, absolutely.
but I still got a few parts.
You have a ton of parts still between this garage and the other garage.
You know, you need to come up and rent a U-Haul, and we'll load you up with everything.
You hear that, Travis? Which Travis told me on this trip. He told me on this trip I shouldn't come back with extra stuff, but there is a lot of Volkswagen parts here, Travis.
Oh. My trailer out there trailer car,
Yeah,
it's full of parts.
yeah.
It's full of parts that I take to the swap meet and nobody wants to buy them.
Oh.
I know, that's the crazy thing is nobody, until you need it, half the time if you don't know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a lot of parts, a lot of parts. Really cool though. It's
3 of the chrome Porsche wheels up there.
oh yeah.
And the spare tire in the green bug is the 4th one.
Oh,
So I've got 4 of them.
4 of the Porsche Chromes.
Yep. The top rack goes on this. That was part of the deal with this one. And behind you, that Bosch ignition center, you got to get a picture of that.
It's the which one?
The yellow box on
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. If my camera wasn't doing whatever it wanted. Foreign car ignition center
It's
Bosch.
empty right now. I haven't filled it, but maybe one day. I've got so many things going.
That's cool though. You know what's crazy? I know a lot of people never really liked this split window because it didn't have the split window dash, but being only made for 6 months, they actually have to be pretty rare.
I know of 3 in Utah. This
And that's one of them.
2 of them that are driving, and the one is a tan one, and it needs to be parked.
It's pretty rough.
And the other one belongs to a guy that has maybe 8-10 Volkswagens, and it's been restored, and it is beautiful.
Oh wow.
But that's the only 3 I know of in Utah. There might be more,
Yeah.
but that's the only 3 I know of. The one that's really rough was the guy that worked out at Volkswagen Southtown with me, and it was his dad's,
Oh.
and that's how I knew
Sentimental.
that he had it.
Super cool. Super cool.
It looked a lot cooler without all the junk on it, but it
Hey,
is.
hey, it's still, I mean, it's one of those things, they're getting harder and harder to find, and it still exists, so.
Some guy wanted the fenders off of this, and I thought, okay, I've got new fenders in there.
Nice.
So I've got the fenders for it. He gave me some pretty good bucks because they were original German steel fenders
Yeah,
without turn signals.
yeah. Because it's the semaphore car.
Yeah,
Super cool.
the speedometer for this, it's not in there now.
No.
But semi-4 speedometers were different.
I didn't even know that.
I can show you.
Yeah, I didn't know the semaphore
I
speedometers were different.
at a car show. Oh, and there's the muffler for it. It's just got a single outlet on it. This is the engine that's going to go in it. It's a 36 horsepower. But some people say it should only have a 25, but everything else is oval window.
Yeah.
So some of them had 36, so that's going to go in there when it's together. But I think I still got the speedo here, or I gave it to the guy already. Oh. There's a lot of parts here for that.
I know, the guy's going to have to bring a decent sized trailer to get all the bits and pieces for it, huh?
Now this, well, like I was saying, I was at a swap meet and the guy had a basket full of speedometers, and I was looking at them all, and he says, well, what are you looking for? And I says, I need one for a semaphore. And he says, oh no, you're not going to find that in Utah.
Right.
And I said, oh, okay. He says, but I know where there is one. And I said, okay. He says, the guy wants $300 for it. I said, okay. But see where the turn signal is?
Oh, yeah.
The arrow goes both ways as the turn signal comes up.
That's cool.
And that's the difference. And he says it's in Europe. And I said, oh, it's going to be a kilometer speedometer.
Oh, wow.
It's a mile an hour.
So somebody had one that made it over there at some point?
Somebody had one that was here in the U.S., and somehow it got back to, where's he from, Germany? No, not Germany. Italy. And of course it was dirty and it was ugly and it was all rusty and everything. I mean, this was just the surface rust, just wipe it off. And when I took it apart, I used to overhaul speedometers. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. The date. You won't see it.
Oh yeah, you can barely see it. I don't know that you'll see it on the video. Let me see if I can angle that a little bit better. We got 1.53 right there on the date.
53 speedometer.
Wow. That's awesome. Finding pieces like that are almost impossible.
It was well worth $300.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know when Travis built his car, trying to find the back seat for a 55 was very hard, but we lucked out. We walked into the Pomona swap meet and I found one immediately. Like the first guy we walked up to, we found a 55 back seat.
I've got one other thing to show you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can sell it for me. Brake cables. Where can we show? Right here on the floor, I guess.
Yeah.
NOS. New old stock.
New old stock brake cables.
But you look at them. What's different?
All the ends? Oh wow, we got grease nipples. So what were these ones for?
Volkswagens before they came out with hydraulics.
So these were actual cables for cable brakes. Wow.
Brakes. This one is hydraulic. But when
these would be super early then.
Oh, super early.
Super early.
And I would sell them if I could find somebody that needed them. I bought them.
So if anybody needs some super early Volkswagen cable brakes, message me or comment on this video and I will we'll try and figure it out.
NOS.
NOS, new old stock.
I bought a pan, which I sold, an old pan.
Yeah.
And it didn't have anything, it was just the pan. And so online I ordered some handbrake cables. And this is what came. They're not for the old style, they're for the newer style, they're for the older style. And I haven't found anybody that needs them yet.
Well,
I paid a bundle.
I bet.
I paid a bundle.
I bet. So they're super rare, and I'm sure somebody that's doing a real nut and bolt restoration wants those cables right there. So.
And they're NOS. They're original Volkswagen.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Oh, let's go in the house.
We're gonna go back in the house.